Okay, good morning, everybody. Thanks for turning up on a nice Sunday morning for this orientation for Camp Yercaud. This is the Yercaud 2 program, and I hope everybody is aware of the dates. So we'll have people coming in now. So the camp is from April 23rd to 29th. And my name is Michael. I'm the program manager for this camp. I'm just going to share a couple of things in the chat for everybody to see. Please make sure that you're all clicking on this WhatsApp communication channel link and everybody join it. Ensure that you've also turned on the notifications for this. We'll talk a bit in depth about that as we go on. And I'm just going to share my screen to start off with. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm also going to be posting my contact number here, so you can all have a look at that as well. So during the course of the orientation, if anybody has any questions, please drop them in the chat. So what will happen is I'll run through the program design first, and then we'll go through the kit list, and I'll also have a little Q&A session with everybody. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat box during the orientation. And as I said, we'll have a Q&A session. We'll go one by one for everybody. Right, I'm just going to drop my phone number in the chat, and then we can start. Right. Okay, let me know if you guys can all see my screen. Okay, there we go. Right, as I said, welcome to Inme Camp Yercaud. The program will be from April 23rd to 29th. And thank you all for registering again. And we'll quickly run through the program schedule and then go through the kit list. So basically what you need to pack, what you need to get for the program. And we will also have a little Q&A session at the end, right? So just a little bit information about us. I know that most of you have come onto our camps before, but for those who are new and first time, we have been doing these camps for the past 30 years now. This is our 30th summer. And every year we take in kids across camps across India. And we have multiple camps in multiple locations in the north, in the south, and also in the west. And we are tied up with multiple schools across the nation as well. So we take children on camps across in schools too, right? And this camp Yercaud particularly is located in camp in a place called Yercaud, which is in Tamil Nadu, and the camp stays on top of the hill, right? And the children, as it's mentioned, it's perched at 5,100 feet above sea level, and it's a very nice coffee estate, and there's lots of orange orchards as well. So the campsite is properly set in the wilderness as it is an outdoor adventure camp. And the camp has spacious tents where usually three adults can easily fit into a tent. So when the children are there at the camp, they'll have lots of space to sit, run, play around, and being an outdoor adventure camp, there's plenty of outdoors. The camp is situated amidst this nice coffee estate. Temperature wise, you'll have these temperatures. So since it's top of the hill station, there's lots of cloud cover, even though the document says it's around 30, 32 degrees. There's plenty of cloud cover for the children. And in the evenings, it gets nice and cool. And in the nights, the temperature even goes down to around anywhere between 17 to 19 degrees, right? There are so for this particular camp, there are two different activities which would have chosen. We'll run through the activities later down, but just to give you a heads up, there are two activities. It's one is mountain biking plus outdoor survival, and the other is rock climbing plus backpacking. So depending on which activities you have chosen, the children will be doing 3 days of each activity. So 3 days of mountain biking and 3 days of outdoor survival, right? Or rock climbing and backpacking, vice versa. And apart from these activities, there are multiple activities which the children will be doing at camp, right? So the day we'll go through the day-wise itinerary slightly down, but basically the children will have lots of camp-based activities. They'll get to bond with the other children, and I know a lot of you children are also in this orientation. So there's plenty of time for you to, learn new skills. There's lots of time for you to, make new friends. There's free time in the evening where you get to play and run around the campus. There's lots of stuff that we'll be doing, which we will cover. And I don't want to give away a lot of things that we'll be doing, so it will be a nice surprise for you when you, experience things for the first time, right? And as you can see, these are some photographs from activities which the children have been doing. And when we go through the types of activities, we'll come back to these photographs. But this is a rough idea of how the campsite looks, right? There's a big mountain in the background. There's a lot of space where you can see the children are sitting and having their reflection time. And how the program normally goes, right? So the children usually start off the day at 6 a.m. Right? There'll be a wake-up call given to the children, and they'll come have their beverages, tea, coffee, and biscuits. To kickstart their day, they'll do some warm-ups called Chota Hasri, where the children, stretch out their limbs since they've been sleeping, just to give them a little wake-up call and get them energized before they head out for their activities. And after the warm-up, they'll head over to breakfast, which is usually a very healthy mix of various things such as bread, chocos. You will have idlis or just apples, fruits, and so that they have enough energy, to go ahead and do these activities. So it will be a variety of stuff, and it's buffet style. We'll go to the food later down as well. And after that, after their breakfast, they'll head over to doing their selected activities. They'll be put into smaller groups, and depending on which activity you've chosen, they'll be put into the groups, and then they'll head out and do their activities. Right? Once the morning session is done, the children will then head back to the campus for their lunch. And again, lunch again will be buffet style. Both veg and non-veg will be served. They'll be prepared separately in and then served separately as well. So each dish will have a label in front. The instructors will be there who will be serving the food to the children as well. And veg and non-veg will be kept separately, so there is no contamination as well. So post lunch, they'll have a nice relaxing time for them to, just to relax, freshen up, take a shower. And since they've been doing the activities, some kids may be tired, they'll just chill and, bond with their friends as well. And then we have our cool time activities. These are some small camp-based activities which the children will be doing. It's so that, as I've mentioned before, it's not just the main activities that they'll be doing, but these are all some activities. For example, there's something called as tie-dye where the children show their creativity, and it's very fun, and they also get to learn new things when they're doing these activities. And post these full-time activities, they have another small break for them to get some milk, tea, and some snacks, which are usually pakoras or something, which is, just to give them a little boost of their energy levels because they've been spending all days in the outdoors. And post that, they have little time, which we call as reflection time. And they also have this debriefing to let them know what they've learned for the day. They'll go through whatever they've done with their day, and they'll share their experiences with the others. And this is time where the children reflect upon what they've done, what they've learned through the day. And after that, they have soup time as well. And post soup, they'll have dinner again, buffet style. Everything will be labeled, and then the children can choose what they want to eat as well. And around 9 p.m. is when we tell the children to go to bed, which usually doesn't happen. They always stay around, stick around, and there's always chit chat happening inside the tents. And the instructors will be there, and they'll be like, "Okay, time to go to bed, guys." But children who are in this orientation right now, please go to bed at 9 p.m. and not later than that. This is much needed because again, you'll be up in the morning at 6 a.m. and then you have a whole day of activities to do. So I think you can chit chat for a bit, but then yeah, please turn off the lights at 9 p.m. and head to sleep, right? And coming to the activities, right? So these are different activities which you must have already chosen. Just to give a little insight on these activities, the children will be doing either mountain biking and outdoor survival or rock climbing and backpacking. Mountain biking, we have a nice little mountain biking course which is within the campus. the children will learn various skills. So when we say mountain biking, it's not something that the children will just go and do it by themselves. We will teach the children how to do this, right? We'll teach them how to brake properly, how to turn the bikes, and we will also teach them, how to shift their weight going uphill and how to ride downhill. All of these things will be taught to them, and along with this we will also teach them, how to take care of the bikes, right? It's not just them riding the bikes and just letting them sit in a corner. They'll also learn how to fix punctures. They'll learn how to remove the wheels. They'll, how to learn how to clean them and how to properly mount and bike, like how to properly maintain them. Right? These are all some things that, the children will learn. And these are very exciting activities as well. And it's just pure exhilarating sport cycling. And then the children will also get to do this. And this they'll go around very nice tracks as well. So it's pure fun for them. And coming to outdoor survival, this is something that, the children will learn how to survive in the wilderness, right? So, for example, if they go out in the night, they'll learn how to make fire using a flint. They'll learn how to navigate through the paths. They learn how to signal, you know and how to build a shelter from tarp. So all of this, and they'll also identify, which plants to eat, and also how to purify the water when they're in the wilderness, right? This is basically just them learning how to survive in the wilderness, and also how to be one with the nature, right? And being an outdoor adventure camp, the children, will be spending a lot of time in the outdoors as well, right? And coming back to rock climbing, as you have seen a photograph already, the children, I should come back to the photographs just to let you guys know. So this is something what the children will be doing. So if you can see, they have safety harness, they have helmets on them, and there's an instructor up, and there'll also be an instructor down. So to make sure that the children are doing the activity quite safely. So when it comes to rock climbing, the children will learn different types of equipment that it is used for rock climbing. They will also learn how to be safe while doing the activities. They'll learn various knots which are needed to do the rock climbing activity. They'll start off slow. So they'll start off at a small rock face where they'll try to climb with their hands, which is called as bouldering. And then slowly they'll graduate into doing climbing using various equipments that we have seen already. And they'll also learn something called as jumaring, where you ascend using all these equipments to the top, and also rappelling. So the photo that you saw earlier, that was rappelling, where they descend using various equipments, and it's a controlled descent, and ascending as well will be done with complete safety and under the supervision of all the instructors. Backpacking, again, this is something that the children will be doing. So, for example, um, when they go out for this backpacking adventure, they'll learn how to set up tracks, and they learn how to set up camps. They'll make sure that they leave markers on the way. So markers are something that to help you identify which path you've taken. They learn how to navigate various paths, and they also learn something called as leave no trace, which is something that every individual must know. So basically, they'll not be carrying any plastics with them. They won't be throwing any garbage. If they see any garbage, we instruct the children to to pick it up. So basically, to help conserve the nature, and to make sure that the nature is not being disturbed. So they'll make sure they'll observe everything. They'll spend the night outside, and they'll again come back to camp. Right. So this is basically an exploration for them. Right. Coming to the main part, I'm sure that every parent has this particular question in their mind with the safety of the children. Right. So we have instructors who will be there with the children throughout the duration of the camp. Right. And these are all instructors who are highly trained by us. Every year they go through rigorous training from us on both the activities, and also how to handle and manage the children. And these are all individuals from highly reputed institutions like NOLS, NIM, JM, and Himalayan Mountaineering Institute, all of these places. And then for every 6 children, there'll be one instructor, and we also have a female instructor as well, so that both male and female instructors will be with them throughout the duration of the camp to ensure their safety. They'll make sure that they'll be monitoring them, they'll be teaching them how to do the activities. And while doing the activities, their main priority and focus will absolutely be to ensure that the children are safe and they're doing the activities properly, right? And with regards to transport, we always ensure that we have the best drivers who are operating the vehicles for us. We also inspect the vehicles to make sure that they're properly functioning. And we have dedicated team members who will be traveling with the driver and the children to make sure that they have a smooth journey when they're going to the camp, right? Equipment wise, again, we make sure that all our equipment in the campus is top notch, and these are all equipments which meet the international UIA standards, right? And there will be audits which will be done every while, and we make sure that these equipments are not damaged. In case we see any damage, we won't fix them, we will just replace the equipment altogether, right? There's no 50-50 work being done. We don't take any risk when it comes to children's safety. We just go ahead and replace the faulty unit completely. There's no repair work or anything which will be done. There'll be a new equipment which will be gotten for them, right? And another thing which is always at the camp is there will be a doctor on campus at all times, right? Since this is a residential camp and it's an outdoor adventure camp, as I said, there will be lots of running around. So the children usually sometimes they fall when they go out for backpacking. There might be, a scratch or something, but the doctor is always on the camp, and he'll make sure that the children, if there's any small medical emergency, tummy ache, something like that, the doctor will always ensure that the children are safe, and the children are also advised. So when the children reach camp, we tell the children to see if they have anything, they can always reach out to the doctor, and they will assist them to do. Right. And if there's a medical emergency, there's a hospital just down in the Salem town. And we also have a standby vehicle for the children to go at all points of time. There's an emergency vehicle stationed in the camp. So in case they need to go, they can always go. And here you can see a photograph of Jumaring, which we said it's a controlled ascent. So where the children will learn. Again, as you can see, there's plenty of equipment and make sure that everything is done safe for them as well. Coming to the stay, as I've already mentioned earlier in this orientation, the children will be staying in tents. These are all fixed tents and not the temporary ones where you go and set up every time. These are all fixed tents where easily three adults can fit in, or in this case, usually the children are put in, 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 children in a group, depending on how many children register for the program, right? And the boys will stay in boys' tents and the girls are put in girls' tents. And we will have a tent in charge for each tent so that, in the night, if the children need something, if they need to go to the washroom or something like that, or if they need any assistance in the night, the instructors will be there, and they have a tent in charge. So they can always reach out to the tent in charge. And there's the campus chief as well. So all of them will be right there for them to to assist the children in case they need anything. There are toilets, separate blocks for both boys and girls, and that's hot water will also be provided for them, right? And as you saw already in the earlier photograph, there's a massive campus. There's lots of places for them, for the children to sit and eat, for the children to do other activities. So there's plenty of space in the camp, and it's completely outdoors, right? Food, again, as I've said earlier, we make sure that there's an enough balance between the nutrition and taste. And these menus have been curated so based on the children's taste, and there'll be eggs which will be served along for the breakfast. And as I said, non-veg will also be shared 4 to 5 times during the program. And we also make, if there is any special dietary requirement, for example, a junk food, we also will be providing them upon request. And if there's any special dietary requirement for your children, please let me know in the chat, or please send me a message after the orientation, and we'll make sure that is handled as well, right? And as you saw already when we went through the day program, food is always given to the children at equal intervals, right? This might look as a lot of food, but it's actually needed for the children. So since they're always out and about moving around, they need a lot of food to, to fuel them to do all the activities so that they don't get tired. And it's evenly spaced out, so they have enough food to help them to do all the activities so that they'll never go hungry. And if there is no need for you to provide them with any snacks or anything like that to the camp, because there'll be plenty of food for them to eat. And usually we tell them not to carry any snacks because sometimes it might attract animals to the camp. And if they have some junk food with them, they'll just be eating the junk food and not be eating the food which is prepared for them fresh every day on camp, right? Coming to the travel part, there are multiple departures for this program. For children who are leaving from Bangalore, you'll be departing at 6 a.m. in the morning by an AC bus, and everybody will, I mean, you'll reach the campus for lunchtime. And again, on the last day, the children will be leaving from 10 p.m. and they'll be arriving the next day morning at anywhere between 5:30 to 6 a.m. Right? Um, there is nobody, I think there's no one coming from Kolkata for this thing. But if you're flying in from Hyderabad, Mumbai, or Delhi, you'll be flying into Coimbatore. And from there, our team will pick you up and you'll be traveling to Yercaud in an AC vehicle, right? And those who are traveling from Chennai, there's an early morning train, Shatabdi, and the children will reach Salem, and again from there we'll take them in a MUV all the way to the camp. And again, the last day when they're traveling back, it'll be by train. The children will reach Salem, they'll take the train, head over to Chennai, and reach by night, right? So this is about the travel part. We have come to the most important part of this orientation, right? This is for both the parents and the participants to know. We will be setting very clear expectations as to what will be happening in the camp and what goes through the duration. And please make sure that you listen to this part. The children who are here in the camp, this is mainly for you guys. So this is not a luxury camp or resort, right? It's the wilderness. It's an outdoor adventure camp. It's going to be a rough campsite. uh, as I said, there won't be any luxury beds or anything inside the tents. We'll be having mattresses for the children to sleep. There'll be a mat which will be there, and the children will be, sleeping on sleeping bags. And the main priority or the intention for these camps is that the children learn and how to rough it out, right? So it's not a luxury camp or resort. And coming to the communication part, as I've put it in the chat already, uh, the only forms of communication, this is mainly for the parents. Uh, since there are no phones allowed on campus, we will be sharing updates twice a day, one in the morning and one in the evening. And in the evening updates, you'll usually get photos, some photos from the day. And Yercaud, as I said, is on top of the hill station, so the network over there is quite sketchy. Sometimes we get good internet over there, so that the photos and videos come to us directly, and we'll be sharing the updates. These updates usually have information on what the children have been doing, what they are planning to do for the day, if they're heading out on a night out, what they've been doing, and also what they've eaten. If they're doing some sort of a cool time activity, we'll also share about that. And sometimes, as I said, the internet is not really good over there, so we might have a delay in sending the photos, but we'll try and ensure that we send at least some photos through the day. As that is mentioned, once the camp is over, we'll be collating all the photos and videos from the camp, and we'll be sharing it by Google Drive once the camp is over. And basically, it'll be about 2 or 3 days after the camp is over, we'll send it out to you. And again, with regards to the photos, as I mentioned earlier, the instructors are the people who will be there with the children, right, when they're doing the activity. And their main focus and priority is for them to take care of the children, right? As they are also the only people on the campus, they'll be the ones who will be taking the photos and videos of the children when they're doing the activity, right? And as parents, you would expect your children's photos and videos. And as much as the instructors try and take photos and videos of them. It's not guaranteed that they'll have a child, every child's photograph when they're doing the activity, because they'll be focusing primarily on making sure that the children are doing the activity safe, and they'll also be teaching them how to do the activities. They'll try and take the photos and videos. And as I said, we might not guarantee. So if you don't see your child's photograph in the update, please don't worry. There might have been photos which are coming through us through the evening, or sent, they might have sent it, they might have not have reception. So we just try and share a mix of photos through the day just to give you a flavor of what's happening at the camp. And as I said, once the camp is over, we'll share all the photos and videos by Google Drive to you. So please do not panic if you don't see your child's photograph during the day. We'll make sure that the photos are being shared once the camp is over, right? And again, as I mentioned multiple times before, there are no gadgets, especially phones, in the camp, right? This is mainly to ensure that the children are fully engaged in all the activities that they're doing, and it completely eliminates screen time for them, right? Rather than the child sitting down with a phone or a gadget, they'll be rather spending their time with their friends, bonding, and ensuring that they learn various social skills which are much needed for the children, right? And I would also recommend not sending any sort of gadgets with the children. This is to ensure that the gadgets don't get damaged, or if you're going to send them with a Kindle, rather than a Kindle, I would definitely urge you to send them with a book, right? So that if the child likes to read, they can do it. Please, no smartwatches or any expensive items to be brought to the camp, because if it gets damaged, we are not responsible, and the child has to take care of them whilst they're there. Right? The child is held responsible if they're bringing any gadgets or a camera or something. The children have to take care of it, and we won't be held responsible if anything happens to them, right? And this is mainly for the children, right? This is as you've seen what the children do during the day. Please make sure that it's very less time for the camp to. I mean, you have enough about 2 weeks before the camp starts. So every day, even if you are not into any sport or something like that, from today onwards, just do a little brisk walk or a jog, maybe 30 to 40 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day in the evening or in the morning, whenever you have time, just to get yourself prepared physically for this camp, right? It's very hard for the children nowadays to get some free time, but again, whenever possible, just make sure that they're out and about. 30 to 45 minutes a day, not more than that. A brisk walk, with the parents, with their friends, whatever, just to get them, to used to the physical activity, so that they don't get sick or they don't get too tired when they reach camp, right? And also, if you're planning to get new shoes, get them now, start walking with them so that you break into the shoes. And this will also help you from avoiding getting blisters or something, because there's a lot of walking which will be happening in the camp. The campsite is quite massive. Yeah, just get yourself more fit and active before turning up to the camp. Right. Again, for all the children here, there is zero tolerance or bullying or indiscipline in our camps, right? The instructors and the camp chief will be consistently monitoring you. And if you are being bullied, please inform the camp chief or the instructor immediately. And anybody who's being bullied will be sent back home right away, right? If you're being a bully on camp, you'll be sent back home at your own expense. Right? We will not tolerate any sort of misbehavior or bullying whilst you are at camp. This is a very serious thing which we take into. And again, this goes in same for use of substance as well. Right? If we are found, there'll be random check which will be done. And if we find any sort of cigarettes, alcohol, or any contraband, we'll just blacklist you from the program. We'll send you back home at your own expense. We will not be tolerating any of this as well. And as I mentioned before, please don't send them any sort of junk food with them. They'll have plenty of food to eat. As I said, sometimes the junk food might attract animals. When I mean animals, it can be even as small as monkey or insects as well. So just don't send any sort of food with them. There's food prepared fresh for them every day, and they'll have lots of food during the day to keep them fully satisfied and energy. With regards to money for the camp, there is a small shop which will be opened for them. We take care of all the expenses for them during the travel, and you don't have to spend them any money. There is camp match and merchandise, which again I'll share details about it later as well. So if you want to purchase something, you can always send them anywhere between 2 to 3,000 rupees is more than enough for this camp, and they can be deposited with the instructors once they reach camp, and on the last day it will be given to them so that they can get what they need. This is everything about the camps that you need to know on what happens at the camp. We'll quickly run through the kit list, right? So that if you have any, we'll run through what you need, what's needed for the camp, and what you need to pack, right? Please don't underpack or overpack. Kindly make sure that they have enough clothes, and so that they don't suffer when they are in the camp, right? As mentioned before, the temperature is anywhere between 30, 35 degrees in the daytime, and in the night it goes between 17 to 19 degrees, right? Since it's a hilltop, sometimes it may rain as well. So make sure that they have plenty of t-shirts. So if you just follow whatever is mentioned in the kit list with the numbers, that'll be perfect. So 6 to 7 t-shirts, 3 to 4 pairs of shorts. This is for them to wear during the cool time when they're not doing the activities. And if they're quick dry, perfect, because if it gets wet, they can always dry it out and use it again. Kindly ensure they have full track pants. This is for them to do when they're going on doing the activities like, say, backpacking or even the outdoor survival, just to make sure that when they're walking through bushes, they don't get scratches on their legs and something. And 7 to 8 pairs of socks, plenty of undergarments for them, one quick dry towel so that they can, after they've taken their shower or something, they can just dry it out outside their tents. Definitely a cap. The cap is a must for them. Make sure that they have sunglasses again to keep themselves away from direct sunlight. 2 pairs of night clothes for them to wear in the night. One fleece jacket or a sweatshirt is a must as well. And if you also give them a raincoat or a poncho. Right? Shoes, again, coming back to this, make sure that they have strapped sandals. Uh, Please don't send them with Crocs. Ensure that they have a nice outdoor shoe like this. Good rubber soled ones are perfectly fine. If you have any doubts with regards to the shoe, please drop me a message on WhatsApp with the shoe you have. I'll tell if it's good to go or not. Please don't send them with new shoes or sandals, because again, this might cause blisters to them when they reach. As I said, if you're planning to get shoes, get it now so that the children can walk and want in, make them want in, right? And coming back to mountain biking specific gear, right? Definitely get a pair of gloves. This is primarily to protect their hands from getting any sort of injuries, or also gives them cushioning. So they're going to be holding on to the bikes like this, right? This is the part where gets used most for them when they're doing the mountain biking activity. If you go to Decathlon, you will find semi-fingered ones. You don't need to get full fingered gloves for this activity. Basically, because when they fall, or if they fall down, they're going to land on their hands. So this is the part they need to protect, and kindly ensure that they have these gloves. These gloves are a must. If you've chosen the mountain biking activity, please get the gloves. And also, if you can, again, Decathlon is the best place for you guys to go get these cycling items. If you can, please get them padded cycling shorts. They're going to be spending 3 days on the mountain bikes. They're going to be sitting on the saddles for a long time. This will avoid getting soreness. The padded cycling shorts is optional. If you're used to riding a bicycle, it's completely fine. If you're a first timer to riding a bicycle, I would definitely recommend this so that you don't get soreness, right? And we do have elbow and knee guards on the camp, right? We do have them on campus, but if you are a cyclist, or if you have these already, please bring them to the camp. If you don't have them, it's fine. We'll be having them. The sizing might not be fitting them properly, but again, if you get these, it's perfect. If you don't have them, we'll be having them at campsite, right? Other items which you need to pack, these are all standard things which you must have: shower gel, toothbrush, paste, soap. Definitely get them sunscreen. As I said, there's plenty of cloud cover up the hill, but since there is cloud cover, you might not know how hot it is. Definitely get them to have sunscreen. SPF 30 or even higher is fine. Give them lip balm, cold cream. Definitely a mosquito, some sort of mosquito repellent. Since it's the wilderness, there'll be some mosquitoes as well. Mosquito patch works fine. If they have a repellent cream or a spray, that's completely fine as well. Again, as I said, pair of sunglasses must. The children will be outdoors during the day. I don't want them to look in the sun directly and hurt their eyes. So just get them sunglasses, a torch or a headlamp for them to use at night, especially when they go on the outdoor survival ones. Uh, they're going to be washing their clothes on camp, right? Or their towels and stuff. So definitely a small plastic bag for them to put all these wet and used clothes. A must carry for them is this water bottle, right? They're going to be spending the entire day out doing activities. They need to keep hydrated whilst they're doing it. A 750 ml or a 1 liter bottle, a steel bottle preferably. Please don't send them with plastic bottles, just to keep an eye on the environment as well, right? Make sure that they have steel bottles which they can fill. There's plenty of places for the children to fill water on campus. Again, coming back to the sleeping bag part, the children will be sleeping on their sleeping bags. If you are having a sleeping bag, perfect, you can get that one. If you don't have a sleeping bag, I would recommend you to buy it, because these are all as per international camping norms. You need to have their own. They need to have their own camping bags. Those who don't have the camping bags, if you don't want to buy them, we have camping bags on our camp. I mean, sleeping bags on our camp as well, right? These are used ones, which we clean and sterilize after every use, after the camp is over. And if you want to use them, you're most welcome to use them, or you can also get a liner. It's called a sleeping bag liner, which you can find at Decathlon again, which goes in which is basically like a sandwich between the bag and the child, right? So it goes inside, and you go inside the liner rather than to the thing. And if your child is used to sleeping with a pillow, please send them with an inflatable pillow which they can just blow up and then use while they're at camp, right? If your child is going through any sort of medication, please put them in a nice Ziploc pouch along with a list of when they need to consume these medicines. And our instructors and the doctor will ensure that they take those medicines at that prescribed time. Since they will since the children are, out doing the activity, sometimes they might forget to take the medicines. But if they are going under any medication, make sure that you send them in a nice pouch with instructions as to when they should be given to the children, and we will make sure that we'll give it to them. And if you are wearing spectacles, please carry an extra pair, right? And also the ones which if you can get them with a retainer strap, that's perfect, because the straps will keep them on hold. When you're doing the activities, they will not slip and fall. But please carry an extra pair of spectacles for those who are, using powered glasses. Um, Definitely a small bag for them to carry their water bottle, towel, or anything that they need to carry during the activity. And please pack all of the above items in a rucksack or a duffel bag, right? No suitcases. They will get damaged if you send your child with suitcases. They will 100% get damaged, because there's no smooth tarmac or places where they can roll the suitcases and go. And it's very hard for the children to carry suitcases when they're at camp. It's uneven surface, and I would 100% recommend, without fail, sending them with a rucksack or a duffel bag. And the children can get easy access on rucksacks nowadays. There's a zip in the middle. They can just take out what they want. And a 60 to 70-liter rucksack is perfect. Please don't send them with suitcases again, right? We will not guarantee their structural capacity when they come to the camp, and they will get damaged for sure. And as I said, we take care of everything for the children when they're at campus. And there is a merch store. As I said, not more than 2 to 3,000 rupees is plenty. Again, like the medicines, if you are sending them with cash, please put them in a nice Ziploc pouch, and the children can deposit it with the camp chief or the instructors. And once the camp is over, when we have the workshop, we'll hand it over to them, and they can purchase what they want. Again, to reiterate, please don't send them no mobile phones whatsoever on the camp, no expensive jewelry. Again, the children will be held responsible if they lose it or it gets damaged. No gadgets again, smartwatches, tabs, AirTags, Kindle. Please send them with books. If the child loves to read in the night, just send them with books, no Kindles whatsoever, right? And again, these are something that the children, I might be repeating myself, but if it gets damaged, we will not be held responsible for any of these damaged items or jewelry or the expensive clothing. Cameras, again, it's at your own risk. There will be people, as I said, the instructors will be taking photographs whilst you are there at the camp. And if you're going to carry your own camera, please make sure that you're taking care of it whilst you're there during the entire program time, right? And if you're going to be flying in to Coimbatore, you're allowed to carry your phones. You'll be having your phones till the time you reach till you meet our airport coordinator. Once you reach the airport, once you pick up your luggage, you just have to give a call to the airport coordinator, and they'll come and pick you up from the arrival gate, and we'll take the phones from you once we reach our team. And once camp is over, we'll hand the phones back to you so that you can plan your journey back. Again, for those who are flying, please give them a charger and a power bank, and also a copy of the return ticket, original Aadhaar card or any form of identification that you have. Please put them in a nice Ziploc pouch again, which with their names or something written on it, so we can hand it over to them once camp is over, right? And if you're going to be flying in on a no-frill airline like SpiceJet or Indigo, make sure that they have some cash for them to eat something uh, during the flights. This is all the things that you need for the camp. Right. Kindly ensure, as I said, don't overpack or don't underpack. Just make sure that there's plenty, and the track pads are a must because they'll be out in the wilderness, and if they're going to be wearing shorts while doing the activities, definitely expect scratches um, from them. And again, just to tell you guys, even though the doctor is there on the camp and the children will be monitored by us, if there is a small scratch, or if the child has a mild fever or something, you will not be hearing from us. The only point of contact would be me, and if there's anything serious, it's only when you will hear from me, right? Um, so as long as you don't hear from us, it means that everything is going on smooth. There is nothing happening. Child is fine. Everything is going on smooth, and we'll be sharing the updates to you on a regular basis as well, right? And we also have a merch store, which I'll just share the link to you as well. So if you want to buy a rucksack or a sleeping bag, water bottle, whatever, we have various kits which are designed for the children. You can go through on this website, and those who have already, since you've already registered for the program, there's a 10% discount on these as well. So there's multiple things which we have curated for them, like bandanas, caps, water bottles, sleeping bag, all of that. I'll be sharing this document with you as well on your WhatsApp, and I'll share the links to all of the merch website and the WhatsApp communication channel link again, right? And I'm just going to stop sharing my screen now, and we will be heading on to the question and answer session. Wait, I see a couple of people have actually come into the room. Okay, Rajiv is gone. All right. So we'll have a Q&A session right now. If you have a question, please use the react button to raise your hand. I'll go one by one, and I'll just read through the questions that are in the chat right now and answer them. What kind of shoes are required for mountain biking activity? Any regular shoe is fine. Any sneakers are fine. Just make sure that they're not too worn out, right? It needs to have slight grip. If you have any doubts, as I said, just drop me a message on WhatsApp with the shoes heel, like the bottom of the shoe, and I'll tell you if they're good to go or not. But if you have a regular shoe, completely fine. And there you don't need any special shoes. Again, next same question, Aditi, as well. I think I've answered that. How many kids have signed up for this camp? Supash, I think there are 17 children for this camp right now. Um, just wanted to confirm there'll be instructors on the bus to and fro. Yes, the instructors will be there throughout the duration. Right from the time the bus starts from Bangalore, you will also see me at the departure point as well. There'll be instructors who will be traveling with the children to ensure that they're safe, and we'll also have people who are there to assist with the driver as well. Should we mandatorily buy a kit? No. So again, if you have any of the things which I've already run through in the kit list, you don't have to buy them. If you don't have anything, you have options to buy them from Decathlon, or we also have our own merch store. As I said, these are tried and tested by multiple children who have been coming onto the camp. So um, if you want to get them from our website, please go ahead. I'm just posting the merch website link to you now in the chat. So if anybody wants to get any of that, you can get it from here. And I'm also going to be sending you the WhatsApp communication link. I would urge every single person in this meeting to save my phone number first. My phone number I've already mentioned above. I'm going to copy paste the phone number to you again. Please ensure that you have saved my phone number and sign in to this. Click on join on this WhatsApp channel link. Ensure that you have the updates on, right? This will ensure that you will have you will be notified when the update comes in, once in the morning and once in the evening, right? Okay, let's go. Pujita, you have your hand up. How can I help you? You will have to unmute. Yes, please.
Are they going to be
Your voice is breaking up, Pujita. Can you come back again? Sorry, your voice broke up.
Actually, my name is not Pujita, it's my mother's name.
Oh, hi. Yes. Okay, please. Can I have your name?
So my name is Arush, and I have a doubt. How the MU
Yes.
is going to be arranged?
Yes. So, Arush, you are going to be coming from, let me just quickly have a look. You're coming from Trulur, right? Chennai.
Yes, through Chennai.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so we'll have people picking you up. I'll be sharing all the, so this is for everybody here. I will be sharing the departure details 2 days before the program starts, right? I'll share the contact numbers of the people who will be there. And we will also share what time you'll have to reach. For those who are coming into Salem, my colleague Kaveri must have already reached out to you. If not, we'll also be sending what time you'll have to be there and the contact people's names and numbers. They'll be shared 2 days before the program starts, right? And the messages will come from my number. So any communication going on here onwards will be from my number. Please make sure that you save it. I'm just going to drop my phone number again. Right. The next question, Archana, please.
Yes, sir, I
Yeah.
am
Hi.
Prisha's mom. Hi, good
Hmm.
morning.
Good
I
morning.
have a
Yes.
doubt. Like, Prisha has registered for mountain biking.
Okay.
What, after a few days, she is tired and she feels she is not being able to do, though she is
Hmm.
cycling in the mornings and in the evenings, which I think is more than enough for her to,
Hmm.
enjoy this. But
Yeah.
what if she's to go ahead after 2 or 3 days, then what?
Uh, so as I said, the children will be doing the mountain biking only for 3 days, right? So there are two activities which they'll be doing, right? It's not just mountain biking which they'll be doing through the entire camp, right? They have two activities which they'll be doing, and these are all timed in such a way that they don't get bored of doing it or they don't get too tired, right? There will be plenty of breaks which will be given to the children, and they will also they'll have other activities which they'll be doing so that it doesn't get monotonous for them when they're doing the activity. So not to worry, she'll not get bored. Definitely, the way the activities are planned, it'll be completely exciting for the children when they're there.
Oh,
Yes, yeah,
okay, okay. Thank you.
no
Thanks.
problem. Yeah, Menaka, yes, you're next.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, hi.
I had actually posted a question, Michael. I just wanted to know helmets for the mountain biking. Will you
Yeah.
provide? We don't need to send that, right?
No. So whatever I've run through the kit list, right? Whatever you saw for the mountain biking, which is basically the gloves
Yeah.
and the elbow guards and knee guards, along with the
Which she doesn't have, so she'll get that on camp. But helmet also
yes,
you'll provide.
We'll be providing helmets. You don't have to get the
Perfect.
helmets. The main mandatory thing are the gloves. Please get
Sure.
the gloves because
Yeah.
those are all we can't get the
Size
sizing.
wise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you have to get the gloves properly. And if you can, even though it's only for 3 days, if you're not used to cycling, if you get a cycling shorts, it's fine. You don't have to get the fancy ones at Decathlon. Even the lowest price ones are fine. It just has a cushioning at the bottom
Okay.
so that they don't get sore. Nothing
Got
else
it.
at all. Yeah.
And on the shoes, you said any kids are enough, but the visual that you shared on that kit list looks
Mm-hmm.
like those hiking shoes. So she has both the regular sneakers as well as the hiking shoes from Decathlon. Which one is better for mountain biking?
So the children are just going to be placing their feet on the pedals, right? They're not going to be this. They'll be still walking with them. The shoes just need to have proper grip on them, which is why I said rubber sole shoes are fine.
So
If you
normal
have,
sneakers then.
yeah, if you have a proper hiking shoe, that's fine as well, right? That is fine. If you don't have a proper hiking shoe, if you have a regular sneakers with good grip, that is completely fine. You don't have to buy anything special at all
Got
for
it.
this. Yeah,
All right. Thank you.
no problem. Arush, again, yes, please go ahead.
Hi, this is Pujita now.
Oh, hi. Yes, Pujita. I can't see your faces, so I'll have to go take a wild guess. Right.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
So,
problem.
yeah, question was basically, I know that MUVs are going to be arranged. My question was
Mhm.
basically, so what are these MUVs and are they?
Okay, you kind of broke off at the end there, but I'm assuming you just want to know how their children will be traveling, right? So again, 1 second. So yeah, so once you reach the departure point, right? These usually will be there will be either a four-wheel drive because once the children reach Yercaud, they'll have to take an off-road route to get to the camp, right? So these are all either there will be four-wheel drives or small
Okay.
bus type ones, which goes off-road, right? You can't access the campsite by just regular cars. So these will be pretty much some sort of
Okay.
off-road vehicle which will take them to camp.
Okay. So we're traveling from Chennai. So the best thing
Mm.
that you would suggest is we put him in the train that goes up in the morning, like that start.
No, so you don't have, wait, did you get a call from Kaveri, one of our operations team members?
No, we didn't.
Okay, no problem. Let's connect after this call, after this orientation, and we can discuss how you want to send your child across. Yeah.
All right. And one more,
Yes.
like, you said like the sleeping bags are a must, and like if they're like in case we don't get it, we'll be able to give it.
Yes. So, I mean, when I said must, it's the international standard. So, whenever a child goes camping, it's a must that they should have their own sleeping bags. And if you don't have one, you can either use the one on campus. As I said, those are cleaned and sanitized after every use, or you can
Okay.
get a liner, right? This acts as a barrier between the the
Light would be
sleeping bag.
available in the Decathlon.
Yeah, it's there at Decathlon. You can
And
just get the liner.
it's a universal size.
Yes, it will fit for everything. And or if you want to get a sleeping bag as well, you can get it at Decathlon, or you can even get it at on our website. I've posted the links on the chat.
Oh.
If you have, yeah,
Okay. So any duffel
yeah.
bag is also all right. It's need not be a rucksack itself. Even a duffel bag should be fine.
Yeah, duffel bag is fine. The reason why I kept insisting on the rucksack is that the children can easily carry it on their shoulders, right? It's not going to be too heavy for them to carry. Duffel bag, again, they'll be carrying it on their hands. But yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Dhruv, please.
Sir,
Yes, hi, Dhruv. Good morning.
hello, sir.
Yeah, hi, hello.
Can we change if I am in mountain biking? Can we change in the middle to rock climbing?
No, wait, you got me confused again. So you are going to be basically doing mountain biking and outdoor survival, right? Unfortunately, you won't be able to swap to rock climbing in between because these activities. So when you're doing mountain biking, there will be another group which will be doing rock climbing. So you'll have to choose now which activity you want to do. Go and do so.
So what about now? Can we change now?
You want to swap to rock climbing activity?
Yes, sir.
Sure, no problem. I can do that for you. So you will, instead of mountain biking, you will be doing rock climbing and backpacking. Let me quickly make a note. 1 second. This is Dhruv, and you want to swap to rock climbing. Sure. Dhruv, yes. Okay, I'll make the change for you, and I'll let you know. Yeah. So right, let me just do it on the way. So you know you want to do rock climbing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's been changed for you now.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Yes, Menaka, please
I
go ahead.
just wanted to check there are enough kids doing mountain biking as well, right? I don't want her to be one of the very few. So my daughter's
No,
sign up. There are enough?
yeah, yeah. There's enough, plenty of people who are doing both the activities.
All right, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody else have a question? Dhruv, you still have your hand up. Do you have another question? No. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So if anybody has any other questions, I've dropped my phone number in the chat. Please reach out to me. Please save my number so that you can also get messages from me here after. Ensure that everybody is signed up to the WhatsApp channel. I'm repeating this again and again, but please make sure that that's the only place you will get updates from, and all the photos from camp will also be posted there only, right? Please make sure that they're there, and the mud site is already there in the chat as well. So if you have any other questions, please reach out to me. If not, thank you all for coming in on this Sunday morning. I hope I've answered all your questions. This orientation is again being recorded. I'll upload it and then share it with you in the channel mentioned so that you can go through it again as well. Yeah. So if there are no questions, please, you can all start logging off. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate this.
Thank you, Priya. Yeah.